Ciara, thanks so much for coming to the Coastguard Cultural Centre. We're delighted to have you here, and we'd love you to tell us a little bit about your work and what inspires you.
Hello, my name is KIKI, ROOSLI, and I'm an artist based in Tramore, County Waterford. I do a lot of cow paintings and chicken paintings, which you can see behind here. I think the things that inspire me are the people and the animals and the places around Tramore. You know, I often go for walks out on the country roads by Westtown, and there are lots of cows there. My grandparents were from a farming background, so my grandmother used to always feed the hens, so I think it kind of goes back to that. But really the main thing I do love to do with my art is to make people smile, and I'm so delighted when people say that just brought a smile to my face, because I think there's enough of horrible things going on in life. I just want to have something on the wall that makes people happy, you know, just something that's full of colour and just something that makes you forget maybe about problems or whatever for just even a few seconds would be good. Well, so I really love to kind of make each animal into a special kind of character. They all have their own little personalities. I do multiple hens. This one here is obviously multiple, but I do kind of different styles of hens. But they all have their own little personality without sounding corny. I just like to, and of course I started doing cows, which were very popular.
Yes.
And then just a friend of mine suggested that I do hens, and I said, okay, I'll try around just something that isn't so classic. I love to do just something a little bit quirky. So I became obsessed with hens, so it's the latest obsession, Richard.
Marvellous. Well, thank you very much, and it's working wonders here, I can tell you.
Good, I'm delighted to hear it.
We're really pleased to have you here. Thank you. And can you just tell us how long would it take you maybe to paint
well, this one was actually a completely different style for me. Normally, if you look around the gallery, you'll see I often will have just one subject, partly down to pure laziness on my part. I call it fast art. I have two small children. I like to do a piece within a day, you know. So this one now would have taken me a little bit longer because it was more complex. It was a different style for me. It was free flowing. I didn't sketch it out at all. Some texture, and then came along with my shapes basically. Really, I started with eyes, you know, and just wanted to have this frenzy of hens. It's almost like in the poultry farm, you know. So that one, I just don't know. It took me a few days, I would say, from start to finish. Not 24 hours or anything like that per day, but. And then I was delighted with the frame, and then I treated myself to have something framed, and it sets it off, I think, anyway. So
it does indeed.
Yeah, so
absolutely beautiful. It pops out.
Yeah, well, I love it. I have to say it's one of my favourites.
Ciara, thanks. How has the exhibition space been for you?
I would say the exhibition space is absolutely fantastic. I was so privileged to be able to exhibit in my hometown of Tramore. I think it works really well, even when there's nobody here. It's such a beautiful building, you know, and then you have the view outside to complement it. And then we have our multimedia projection on the wall also, which has kind of created the atmosphere, and so it's kind of turning the Coastguard Cultural Centre into a modern art space. I think I think you've put yourselves on the map. And also then as a room that fills with a crowd, it works really well. I mean, some of the photos that we've taken of the night, the launch night, you could just see the flow of people going around. It just works very, very well. I think it's fantastic. And the welcome we received from the staff, including Richard and his team, just fantastic. I couldn't say a bad word about it, so thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Ciara, and thanks to you and Ken for your time and our privilege to have you here.
Well, thank you very much.